executive order of the state government. NYSC hands out items to stem spread of COVID-19 outbreak. Fire guards electromilitary section of INEC headquarters in Nigeria. Coronavirus is real. Avoid hugging and handshakes. Maintain social distance to protect yourself and others. Good evening and welcome to RSTV World News. My name is Ndu Ajie. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike says the state government will prosecute the 22 expatriate staff of ExxonMobil Oil Company who came into the state in violation of the executive order of the state government that bans movement of persons into the state. At a press briefing on update of the fight against COVID-19 in Rivers State, Governor Wike said the offense committed by ExxonMobil Oil Company is the same committed by coveting helicopters that allowed their pilots to fly in 10 passengers illegally, who were later arrested and taken to court. So ExxonMobil Company will not be spared. Tamana Barabi Ibulubo was there.
This is the second press briefing by Governor Wike since the signing of the executive order and enforcement of the Quarantine Act that declared COVID-19 a disease that should be confronted with strategies to ensure containment and protection of life of all residents in the state, while saying that all established index cases in the state are now tested negative and discharged. Governor Wike said the state now has zero COVID-19 status. Governor Wike explained that the measures taken so far that include closure of markets, public places, restriction of large religious gatherings, and closure of the borders were well intended even if they had caused a measure of hardship on the people. He said when coveting helicopters violated the executive order of the state, some people in Lagos and Abuja threatened the state government because they do not mean well for the state. But the leadership of the company knew the import of the offense and had since apologized to the state government, regretting their actions.
I announced several decisions that have been taken to curb the spread of coronavirus in the state, which includes, but are not limited, to closure of all public and private schools and other institutions of learning, closure of land and sea borders, ban on public burials, weddings, religious gatherings, and other forms of public gatherings. Governance is very difficult. If you're waiting for people to applaud every decision you make, then you make a mistake. Because there are decisions that will hurt the people. But at the end of the day, we help the people.
The governor said ExxonMobil Company does not operate in Rivers State, but they brought in 22 of their staff to the state without declaring their health status, with a claim that they are taking them to the Intel's camp at Onne. Governor Wike assured that those staff brought from Akwa Ibom State will be charged to court for violating the Executive Order and Quarantine Act of the state.
The Caverton were arrested and charged to court. Is it because it's a Nigerian company? ExxonMobil is an international company, American. So, hey, nobody can take a decision. I don't agree with you. The same law that was applied in the case of Caverton will also be applied in case of Exxon. Nobody's on it. I mean, we can't apply the same law. Look at us. See people selling nakara, granite. See how they're charging them in court in Lagos. Then, corporate bodies who are not obeying the law, he said we should leave them.
The state governor said COVID-19 prevention measures already implemented in the state have achieved tremendous results, but some persons are bent on frustrating the measures, preferring force used on them, especially traders at the Ikoku Motor spare part market. The governor warned of stricter measures on those Ikoku traders and other owners of parts of the state who have converted their shops into markets. Governor Wike berated those complaining about those heading the Palliative Distribution Committee and the Food Buying Committee, saying the committees have done well and the effort have not been sabotaged, but explained that the Food Buying Committee will now buy directly from the farmers And the work of the palliative committee is put on hold to allow 10 new members from the Nigerian Union of Journalists and the civil society organizations to join them.
As a responsible government that shares the pains of our people, we set up a COVID-19 palliative committee to distribute foodstuffs to special groups such as remand home for the elderly, home for the physically challenged, motherless babies, and other less privileged persons. I directed the palliative to ensure that the palliative committee to ensure that their activities must not be partisan, religious, or ethnic based.
The governor also expressed appreciation to individuals and groups that have made contributions to support the state government in the fight against COVID-19, saying any company operating in the state that has failed to offer support will hear from the state government later. Tamun Barabi, Iblubo, RSTV News.
As part of his contribution to stem the spread of coronavirus in Rivers State, the management of NYSC has donated homemade kits to state government. The donation took place at the state secretariat. Oboka Omeda completes the story.
Receiving the item, Secretary to Rivers State Government, Dr. Tammy Danagogo, thanked NYSC for their support to the government and their ingenuity to produce the sanitizers, liquid soap and face masks. The SSG said the items would greatly assist the government in its preventive measures against COVID-19 and urged the management of the NYSC and the general public to continue to abide by the approved safety measures from World Health Organization and the government to enable the country overcome the pandemic. The state NYSC coordinator, Mr. Chinwendu Chukwu, said the preventive kits were produced by core members under the SARD project, adding that NYSC will continue to support the country overcome COVID-19 as the hand sanitizers, face masks and liquid soap were presented to government to support the fight against the pandemic. Rivers State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Pastor Paulinus Nsirim, Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Fred Bako, and Local Government Council Chairman attended the event. Ogboka Umeda, RSTV News.
Rumo Okrosi Task Force Committee on COVID-19 pandemic set up by the Traditional Rulers Council have vowed to clamp down on any group of persons who flout the directives of the state government to shut down market operations in the area. Chairman of the Task Force Committee, Chief Clifford Wale, accompanied by members of the task force, embarked on an unscheduled visit to some illegal markets operating in the area. Obiando Madume was there.